Make no mistake, the honest premise of Blue Planet 2 is entertainment. And just as some of us go to zoos to be entertained by animals, we are encouraged by the notion that we are also educating ourselves. Film and television are passive, and at their best hypnotic. Sit in front of your screen, and the world's oceans and their denizens wash past you. Coral reefs, benthic depths, coastal shallows, we travel through them all. But in the last episode, Blue Planet 2, we are confronted with the terrible prospect that magical world becoming a warmed-up, acidified, plastic-clogged morass. It's as if that's the price we must pay for paradise. What we observe, we destroy. What raises the series above panacea at best or nature at worst is the voice of God, for this atheistic age. Sir David Attenborough is as unique and possibly as endangered as many of the animals he describes. In an age in which the expert is discredited, fake news runs rife, and presidents dictate policy by tweet, he is a sainted presence, a saving grace. How important, then, that the medium for his great and glorious talent should match up to his gravitas. Appearing at a nature conference last month, I was slightly shocked at vociferous criticism of BI for its lack of focus on the parlous state of the oceans. When an audience member voiced the opinion that the expense, talent and effort that have been swallowed by that leviathan would have been better used to sustain more realistic documentaries made closer to home, he got a loud round of applause. The point was that these were truly interested parties, the people who do the groundwork. November's announcement of the Blue Belt scheme to protect seabird habitats in 2 sections of the UK coastline seabirds caught a Blue Planet wave indeed. Environment Minister Therese Coffey cited the series in her announcement. But these piecemeal projects often only underline their paltry provision and our impotence. It is easy to make people weep when you show them a pilot whale mother nursing its dead calf, poisoned by plastic intake. The surrounding unreal blue, the exquisite camera work, and most of all the soaring or plunging choral soundtrack are highly effective and highly manipulative. They tweak our every emotion. But what do they do for local activists fighting for marine conservation zones? Only a curmudgeon would doubt that Blue Planet opens our eyes. It animates a watery world that contains 90% of the biomass of our planet. But beneath what Herman Melville called the ocean skin is the cistern of our sins, filled with plastic and heavy metals, deafened by noise pollution that leaves whales having to shout to make themselves heard. There is a vast disconnect at work here, most especially in our imaginations. We turn our backs on the oceans as if their reality were too big, too problematic. Instead, we turn on our screens, and Erstat's Blue, another depository of dreams. I was in Paris yesterday, and visited its Natural History Museum, a great Art Nouveau hall under whose ribbed iron roof is assembled a ghostly, bony collection of every kind of whale and other sea creatures, reduced to their grey skeletal remains. In the silence of an early morning in December, the stillness was chilling. The dead animals seemed to dumbly evoke a personal reproach. Then suddenly, a school party flooded in, and the animals came to life. Kids poked and filmed and grimaced and laughed. Their imaginations had reanimated the marine denizens. That, at its best, is what Blue Planet does. It sparks our imagination. It makes us see the impossible. It enables a narrative we have forgotten. As to whether its almost hallucinogenic, technically miraculous and narratively moving sequences turn out to be any more lasting than a dream is another matter. The nightmare is that if its well-intentioned message becomes just another way of selling a high-quality product to the globe, then those children's children may only have reruns of a TV series to look at. The headline was changed on December 11, 2017 to better reflect the